Hey everybody, it's Beth. Today I'm using this burlap sign and some nautical pieces from Dollar Tree. I took the sign and started by removing these little fish that are on there. Just heated up the glue and then peeled them off. And it did peel off a bunch of the paper, so I decided to just go ahead and remove the rest of the paper. I got it all off with my razor blade and then sprayed it with some water and sanded off the rest. If you can skip that step and just paint that, it would be a lot easier for sure. But I ended up pulling off the paper when removing those pieces. Next, I'm taking this burlap that I got from Dollar Tree. It's in with all the nautical decor that they have. And I hold it on the inside of my sign, kind of just cut it a little bit larger than the center. I take some Mod Podge and apply that to about half of the inside center of the sign. And then I line up the top and edge with the burlap, getting that nice and straight and even. And then on the bottom, I just cut off the excess, just going along the frame. I then lift up the burlap and continue just kind of piecing it together, doing a little bit of Mod Podge at a time. And I'm doing it this way just so I can work my way getting the whole thing cut evenly around the inside of that frame. I just use my heating tool to dry the Mod Podge and kind of push down the burlap, getting out any of those creases. You can definitely iron it ahead of time and try to trace it or measure and trace out those lines. I just figured this would be a little bit easier for me than trying to iron it and then trace it and then probably end up cutting it wrong anyway. So I just did it a little bit at a time until I had all of it trimmed and filled in on the center. And then take these little nautical pieces that are on these bead garlands and cut off the beads. And they were a little bit too bright for the look I was going for. So I take some antique wax and a baby wipe and just brush some of the wax on there. Just a little bit, and then any excess wiping off with the baby wipe, so it just gives it a light distressing. And then all I'm doing is placing them as centered as possible on my sign in the center of the burlap. And once I have the placement down, I take them and hot glue each of them into place. That is it for this project. Thank you so much for watching.